Off the play fake. Dive. Buying time to his left. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He's got it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. His 4th touch. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Dive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Dive. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hudson. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Open on the left side. This is Valdes-Scantling. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Dive. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Off the play fake. Dive. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Off play action. Dye. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off the play fake. Dye. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off play action. Dye. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 3rd and 10. A good play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off the play fake. Dye. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Off play action. Dye. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Broncos are... The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off the play fake. Dye. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Good job. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Off play action. Dive. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Dive. Steps away. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Off play action. Dive. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run on 1st down. Chaney, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake. Dye. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off play action. Dye out to his left. That's going to be caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Let's go.
Albert O, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So a heck of a drive. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now it looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left. We'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
It's Week 17 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning NFC champs and the Panthers on Thursday night.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And we drop you in at the start of this next possession in a 3-0 ball game. Now Murray off play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play fake. Murray. He finds his man. Complete. That's Love. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Murray out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday. 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
No, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Murray on the move to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Murray now to throw. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the... Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Here's Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
That's it, baby.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989.
Touchdown, Cardinals! A great play there. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football. While the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people, they certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw is Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 20.